Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your host ID Jester. We're going to be pulling out some goldie from the past here with ASG Golf. It's been a long time since I played this, and I was actually moving some stuff around. I was like, oh, I haven't played this in a long time. Maybe I should play it. So we're going to play it. I think this is a really good game. I think it's an excellent game. It's an excellent golf simulation game. It is different than the Appa Golf, which I know I like that as well, but that is more... there's advantages and disadvantages to both of the systems, to be honest. And so what we're going to do here is replay the final round from the Masters in Augusta, Georgia. And... what I was originally thinking about doing is just playing Lee Westwood against Phil Mickelson and going through both of the golfers and seeing how it goes. The problem is I think it's just going to slow the game down doing that, so maybe what we'll do is we'll just take Phil Mickelson on his final round today, and... because again, I haven't played this game a lot. I'm not super fast with it. I'm not super, in the know and know everything. So I hate to slow the game down and trying to run two players at the same time. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes with just running Phil and see how it goes. Yeah. So let's get to it and see how it goes. Alright, so we got the new camera set up. Here we go. Focus in over here. I've actually turned off the autofocus because I was afraid if I'm drawing and writing or whatever on the board, then this camera might... What is going on? How you doing? So I turned off the autofocus, and what I might do is, again, I was gonna do two golfers, but I think we're just gonna take Phil. We'll just take Phil out on a roll, out on the road today, and I'm gonna make this super simple. I am not gonna have the course conditions are just gonna be normal. So you can have wet conditions, you can have normal conditions, and you can have hard conditions. I'm just going to take normal conditions. Oh, look, I rolled normal. Woohoo! Good. So it's going to be normal conditions. The wind strength, you can have wind strength of calm or light winds or strong winds. Oh, look, we got calm winds, so we don't have to worry about that. That's good. All right. Is that all the... And then the wind direction, there's a light, calm wind coming out of the headwind. Coming out of the headwind. There you go. All right, so Phil Mickelson. Right, so this is, again, the replay. Final round, Phil Mickelson's 2010 Masters. He goes into the final round one shot behind Lee Westwood, actually. Lee Westwood is 12 under. Phil Mickelson is 11 under going into the final round. And so we'll see if he can... I think he shoots 5 under par to win the tournament by one shot. So... let's see if he can duplicate that. I don't think so. Not with my playing. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, here we go. So if you haven't played it before, you're gonna obviously pick an aiming line where you're aiming, and then you're gonna roll 2 dice and a modifier dice. The first 2 dice will tell you on your player card what the result is. So if I was to roll a 22 and with the wood is a 12 result. And so you're going to look at the board, the matrix board for your 22. or your 12 or whatever it is, and then you're going to find your modifier. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, and column 6. So those will modify your results. So we're going to be using Phil Mickelson, obviously, here. Yes, I know, Phoenix. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, your dice rolling hasn't been very good this month. No, it is not. All right, so we got a bunker over here on the right-hand side. Phil Mickelson is a 3 wood and a 3 iron. So these are kind of his defaults. He's also, if you quick play him, an 8 and a short putt of 1. He's from the U.S. And yeah. So I think we don't want to be over here in the trees. I don't want to be in the bunker. There's not a lot of room. So I'm just going to aim right down the middle of the fairway and hope he doesn't shoot it too far one way or the other. We're just going to aim for this center line. There is a dog leg right here. And it's a 3-to-1 dog leg. I'm actually going to write that down here. 3-to-1 dog leg. Now you might be wondering, well, what are you writing on your course board for? These are not my course boards. I take my course boards and I photocopy them. These are just photocopies of my course boards. So this way I can use it, write on it, draw on it, do whatever I want, and then toss it away because I don't have to worry about it. So don't anyone get too upset. All right, here we go. Phil Mickelson is going to pull out the driver here. Yeah, he's going to pull out the driver. We'll see how it goes. Let's see how badly this goes right off the bat. We are going to be using fourth round is yellow tees. So we're going to be looking at the yellow. We're going to be looking at the yellow flag. So let's see what he does. So we're rolling 32 right off the bat. That's probably a bad number. 32. On Phil Mickelson, 32 with the wood is 32 is a 16. And then the modifier dice is going to be a 2. So 16 with this 1 wood is going to be, I like to write the information down, 255. And then the modifier dice is a 2. Left 15. So 255, left 15. So 255, 250s right here. 255, left 15, 5, 10, 15. So he's going to, the ball is going to actually land right there. Boom. And now he's going to get, oh wait, that's not actually true because deduct 10 yards from the flight of all tee shots. So it's actually going to land, boom, way back here. Right, there are course notes on each of these different holes. All right, 16. So he's going to get a roll of 30 yards. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So the ball is going to actually end up right there. So that's not bad. That's not a bad shot at all. So he's going to end up at 270 left 15. 270 left 15 is where he ends up. All right. So that puts 270, 370 is 100. And the reason we used the dog leg here is the dog leg actually starts on this line right here. When it's a 3-to-1, as I mentioned, so you have to go up 3. Oh, actually, We did go up 3. No, we only went up 2. Sorry. 1, 2. Yep. So we only went up 2 spots. So if he would have went up another one, then he would have moved over a spot. So he's at 270. So 370. So that would be 100. 105. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So it's 155 yards. 155 yards. 155 for his iron, which he hits normally a 3. Let's see, 8 iron, and then that's 170. 9 iron is 155. 9 iron. So he's going to hit his 9 iron. And instead of going for the flag, I'm going to aim for the center line in case I go too far right. So I'm going to aim for the center line. Right there. That's what we're aiming for. All right. He's going to be using a 9 iron there. Let's see what he does with the 9 iron. All right, he rolls a 53. Wow, that's another terrible result. 53. And we're using the iron, which is a 2P, but we can ignore the B unless you're using a short shot. So it's a 2. 9 iron 2 is going to go 160. His modifier dice is a 1. So 160 left 5. So 160 left 5 is going to land us right there, or this other, because we were aiming here. Got 5 extra and 5 over. And do we have any roll on that? Oh, it's even worse. The roll is 5 yards. So we end up back there because of the roll. So not a great shot by Phil there. So he's 2 diagonals. But in this game, what you have to do is calculate. So he's a 10 by 10. So he's 2 and 2. So he's a 10 over, 5, 10, and then 10 down. So he's a 10 by 10. So I got to figure out with my 10 by 10. Where's my little chart here? I know he's got a chart in here somewhere. Where is that chart? Here it is. So a 10 by 10 is 46 feet. 46 feet minus whatever we roll on these 2 dice. Unless we roll a 6 on this dice. If we roll a 6, then we add these 2 dice to that distance. So it's 46 feet. And rolled a 5, so that's good. So it's minus 46. Minus 12 is huge. 46 minus 12 is only 34 foot. We look at the, it will tell us here, putting chart number 2. So we're going to look at putting chart number 2. Putting chart number 2. And we're going to have to go for 34 feet. So we were 46 minus 12. 46 minus 12 is 34 foot. 34 foot putt. And so you can see, you can either go for it or you can lay up. Let's see if I can slide this over. I'm not going to be doing this every time, but you guys can kind of, so you can see here anywhere between 26 and 39 feet. You can either go for it and use this column, or you can lag it and use this column. What we're going to do is, it's not that bad if you get a really bad result. on this column because it's only putting chart number 2. So we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Come on, Phil. So he rolled a 36 on the putting column. 36 is a 29. That is horrible. Way to go, Phil. 29. 29. Go for it. 29 is going to be 4 feet. He's going to leave it 4 feet short. Jeez, not a good putt. So 4 par, 4-foot putt. Obviously, we're going for it. Is a 22. 22 is a 2, and that's in. It's in the hole. Pa. So Phil Mickelson paused the first hole. Phil Mickelson paused the first hole. And we are off here at Augusta National. Hole number 1 is in the books. We go to hole number 2, par 5. Par 5. We got a double dogleg here. That's going to be problems, isn't it? I think it is. All right, so we're going to add 5 yards to the flight of all tee shots that travel farther than 240 yards in the air. So I'm going to put a little mark here. 225, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to put a little mark there as a reminder. Add an additional 5 yards to the roll of all tee shots that travel farther than 240 yards in the air and land in the fairway. So extra roll there. And then double the distance of the first putt if the green was reached by a wedge shot from past the green. Double the distance of the first putt if the green was reached by a wedge shot from past the green. So I'm assuming if you hit it from back over here somewhere and have to chip back on the green. And we're going to be using putting chart number 1, which is the easiest. All right. Again, not much. We're just going to aim down the center line and hope he hits a better one than he did last time. Phil Mickelson is minus 11. You know what we'll do? You know what we'll do? You know what we'll do? Here's what we'll do. We'll add a little copy that. And all right. Give me my keyboard. ELSON is minus 11. All right. We'll keep a running total going then. Minus 11. All right. So we are on hole number 2. Phil Mickelson is he's even on the day. Let's see what kind of dogleg we have to deal with this time. This looks like it's going to be another 3-1. So for every 3 you go forward, you're going to move over to the right. So because of that, I'm going to aim. I'm going to aim 10 left. I'm going to aim 10 left. Hopefully I don't hook it left, because if I hook it left, that's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. All right, here we go. Phil Mickelson aiming 10 yards to the left. What is going on, Doug Hunt? How are you? Phil Mickelson, minus 11, going into hole 2 here. Last round of the 2010 Masters Championship here. Rolls a 64 and a modifier of 4. So 64 is going to be a 3. That's his number. That's a good number for him. 64 is a 3. A 3 is going to go 270 yards to 4 die. He's going to go left 10. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. So 270. Again, I like to write it down because otherwise I Forget what I'm doing. 270. The modifier dice is left 10. So we were aiming 10 left, so it's going to go 20 left at the 270 mark. So the ball lands right there. Boom. That's where the ball lands. Now, because it traveled more than 240 yards, we get an additional 5 roll. The roll on this is going to be 35 yards. All right, so now the dogleg is going to come into play. All right, so we have 5, 10. So we have 25 left to do. And we're going to have to do it here. Let's see. So it was 10. 15, 20, and over. Nope, I'm sorry. Let's try that again. Landed here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Now, how many did we go up? We went up 1, 2, 3, 4, so we're going to go over 1. So the ball is going to end up perfectly at the 310 mark. Left 10. Wow, you couldn't have placed it out there any better than that shot. Beautiful shot. Woo, baby. Look at that. Can you guys see all that? Does that make sense to you guys? He hit it into the dog leg and then it rolled a little bit to the right, basically. Now, he's at the 310 mark. I think what we want to do is, 310, it's 540, 310, 550. The difference there is 240 yards to get to there. 240, 250. Yeah, it's way too far to try and go for it in 2 shots. So we're at 310, 410, 510. So a 200-yard shot would put us somewhere around there. So we're going to look for something that goes around 200 yards. And that is going to be... Yeah, we'll use our 4-iron. I think we'll use our 4-iron. It goes 210, which is fine. 210. I'm trying to get past these trees in case something happens and I come over here. I'm going to be past the trees. So we're going to use our 2-iron. 2-iron. Here we go. Again, I'm just going to aim for the center line up there. We're at the 310 mark. Let's roll a 45. 45. 45 is going to be a 3 again. Woo, nice. So, that's going to take him 210. And the modifier dice is a 3, which is going to go left 5. So we need to go from 310 and 210 is 520. So we're going to go to 520 and we're going to go left 5, which is going to put us right there. Lovely shot. 520, left 5, and then the roll is 20 yards. Make sure there's no adjustment here. Oh, I forgot to add 5 yards to the flight of our ball when we drove. I missed that. No other things there. So we're just going to roll 20 yards. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And we're going to end up right there. Lovely second shot by Phil Mickelson. He's hitting all the right buttons right now. Right there is where he is. So now he is just simply, let's see, it's over 5, 10, 15, 20. And it's going to be up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So it's 50 yards up and 20 yards over, which makes it like a 57-yard chip. So we're going to try a 57-yard chip. So anywhere between 75 and 51. And, oops, so we can aim on this bad boy. Let's take a look at what we may or may not want to do on this. Going long would kind of suck. That's the only thing we have to worry about. If we go left, we're okay. If we go right, we're okay. And if we go short, we're okay. So let's see if we look at the iron ratings. Our irons are 3. I think we'll be okay. We're gonna aim for the pin. We're gonna aim for the pin, boys and girls. Here we go. Shot number 3. Want to put it up there pretty close. Shot number 3. 2 good shots so far. We got a 41. 41. This is going to be approach shots at 4. So the iron rating of 3, and we look at the 4 column. We came from the fairway. He had a pin high. And it went inside 5, which means inside means towards the center line. So it landed where it ends up right here, inside. It went pin high though, but it just inside 5. All right, so that leaves him a 0 by 5. He's on the same center line, so it's a 0 because he's on the same line, and he's 5 over. So a 0 by 5 leaves him with 15 feet minus 2 dice. Again, we roll the extra dice because if you roll a 6, you add the distance as opposed to subtracting the distance. We're going to subtract 15. We're going to subtract 7 from 15 is going to leave us 8 feet. So we got an 8-foot putt for birdie. 8-foot putt for birdie, and we're going to use putting chart number 1. And that's the easiest putting chart. Putting chart number 1. We are going to go for it 8 feet away. He needs 19 or less to make this. 19 or less to make it. 65 is a 34. Oh my God, the worst putt you ever seen. Oh my gosh. That is not good. That would have been 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 good. 34. My gosh. He's gonna leave it. He's gonna leave it 2 feet away. Still, he's gonna have to make a 2-footer. That is a 56. Is a 29, but that's in. Still in, but not by much. So it was a 8-foot putt to a 2-foot putt and in. Oh boy. Phil had his chance for a birdie, and he will stay with the pa. So he starts off this 4th round, pa. As Dave Gardner would say, that's pa. All right, what do we got with this one? We got a hole 3, par 4, 350 yards. Double the results of any approach shot from 25 yards or closer. If the result is +5, right 5, change the result to +10, right 10. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to use putting chart 2 if the pin location is 4, and it is 4. So we're going to use chart 2. Otherwise, you would use part 1. So there's only one hard putt, and that's the one we're doing today, boys. All right, so you can see there's kind of open here. So what we're hoping to do is aim 5, 10, 15 to the left. We're going to aim 15 to the left to try to stay out of these trees over there. And we're going to let Phil Mickelson grip it and rip it and see how he does. You think Phil Mickelson seems to be channeling the Call of Cthulhu from tonight. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. I haven't watched it yet. Doesn't sound good, though. But we're aiming 15 left. And he rolled a 46 with a modifier of 6. 46 on Phil Mickelson's card. 46 is a 15. So on the chart, a 15 is 260. Right 25. Oh, am I glad I did what I just did. Right 25 because of the 6. So we got to go. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Oh boy, we're going to have to really calculate this one out here. So 260. So here's 250. 250, 260. And now we're going to go right 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We hit right there. So we are, yeah, we hit the trees. He hits the trees. Doing, ding, doing, ding. And so now he is in the trees. Looking to see if he gets another shot here. There's a tree chart, so we're going to have to go on. And it did say in the beginning that these trees that are on this course are pine trees, I think it is. All right, pine trees. Here we go. So what we have to do is determine if we are in the trees or behind trees. And now I got to figure out how to exactly do that again. So everyone give me a moment. All right. Yeah, I think if you have to okay, let's see here. The ball is behind trees. If a straight line from the ball to the following location intersects a tree square, to the front of the green, the center of the green, or the back of the green. Procedure of hitting it from the rough, however, the maximum club is the 7-iron. If there is an opening at any one of these locations, the golfer is considered to have a clear shot with no restrictions. So you're going to look and see, and obviously in this case, no matter where we go, front of the green, back of the green, side of the green, no matter where we go, it's going to go through this green or these trees. So we are considered behind the trees. So now what we have to do is roll 2 dice to determine what our maximum club is that we can use. 42. Behind the trees. Oh, we can use up to a 2-iron if we wanted. We don't need a 2-iron. We're at 260. So that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 100 yards. 325, 30, 40, 50, 350. Let's see. We're at 260. So it's going to make it a 260. We don't want to go too far. We don't. So what I'm going to aim. I'm going to aim at the red dot. I'm going to aim at this dot because I don't want to go too far left or right. And we're coming out. So the other thing is we got to look. If you remember our first hole. It says there's special Augusta terrain rules. The rough in Augusta is easier to play than most tour courses. In order to approximate these features, when playing a shot from the rough, roll a die. On a 1, 2, or 3, the ball is considered a good lie and you use the fairway column. If you roll a 4, 5, or 6, you use the rough column. So we're going to roll and see. If we roll a 1, 2, or 3, even though we're in the trees, we got a nice lie, and we do. So we can use the fairway for this. Which seems pretty good. Using the fairway for this. Alright. So again, we're at 260. We want to go to 350. That's 350. We want to go 355. So we want to go 95 yards. We're at 260. 360 would put us here. So we want to go 95 yards. We're aiming at this red one right there. Boom. That's where we're aiming. Just trying to make sure I played that right. 42, we rolled. It was behind the trees. We can play up to a 2-iron, which we don't need that much of a distance anyways. So we find an opening between some of these trees, and we're just putting it out. So we rolled a 45. With a approach shot is a 3. That's his number. Threes. He's all about the 3s. So that's actually good. 45 is a 3. We just hit a shot that went 95 yards. So we got to use the 76 to 100 yarder. We're at the 3 and a 3 is pin high, right 5, because we came from the fairway. We're pin high, inside 5, so it actually roll a 3. Roll the 3. Pin high inside 5. Yes, so it's going to be pin high inside 5, which is right there, which is going to be a 5 by 10 away. We're 1 over and 2. 2 over and 1 down. So we're a 5 by 10 away. And so that represents how far? 5 by 10 is 38 minus dice. 38, nope. We rolled a 6, so we're going to add 38 plus 10, 48 foot putt. Oof. 48 foot putt. And this is going to be we're going to use putting chart 2 because we're on hole 4 or pin 4. So we're going to use putting chart number 2. That's not even a bad chart. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so it gets a lot tougher than this. So we're going to lag it up there. We're 40 to 59 feet. We're just going to lag it down there and hope for the best. 54 doesn't sound great. That's a 25. Lag and a 25. He's going to leave it 3 feet. 3 feet. He had it 3 feet past. So the 3-footer. Got to go for it, a 3-footer for par. 21 is a 20, and that's in. And once again, leaves it, what did I say it was? A 4-footer and then in. So, unfortunately, another par. We've had par, par, and par. So a lot of parring going on right now. A lot of parring going on right now. All right, here we go. This is hole number 4. Par 3, 205. Pin's right there. Center of the green. 205 is right to this line right there. So we're 5 yards to the right of the center of the pin. So that's all right. We're not playing under strong winds. If playing under calm or light winds, we're going to play this hole under strong wind conditions and make a directional roll as per the instructions in hole 1. Oh boy. And then we use the putting chart 4 for the first putt for each golfer. So you use chart 4 and then you go to chart 1. Okay, so we need something that's going to go. You got a bunker, and our pin is stuck right behind that bunker. So we want to land it and just stop it. Unfortunately, we got to hit it 205 yards too. Five iron, but I'm going to get 15 roll if I hit a 5 iron. If I hit it exactly where I'm going to go, 15 is going to roll it off the back of the green. We deduct 5 yards from any iron shot from the fairway or tees that land on the green. So we're definitely going to hit a 5 iron. We're going to hit a 5 iron and hope for the best. I think we're going to aim for the center of the flag, or the center line. We're just going to aim right for the center line. If we land it right there, that'd be, well, actually we want to land it right there and have it roll to right there, and then we'll be fine. But we're going to aim for right there. The 5 iron, we're also going to be using the I column. $53, are you kidding me? We're getting these crazy numbers. All right. So I got a 2 and a P. You can ignore the P unless you're on the other charts, the chip charts. But we got a 2. 2, and our modifier dice is a 2. So 502 is going to go 210. And it's going to go right 5 because of that 2. So that might actually, let's see. So 210, right 5. We know this is 205, so 210. Oh, it's going to land right there where this green dot is. That's where we landed. And now we're going to roll 10, which is going to go 5, 10, and roll us right off the green, off the back of the green. So we ended up right there. Bummer. So now we got to chip it, and we're going to be 5, 10, 15. So it's a very short chip. We might be able to chip this in. 15 chip distance. So 1 to 15 yards. We're going to aim right at the pin. Now we are coming this way. We're shooting it this way. So when that happens, anything that goes closer to the hole is obviously going to move this way. And anything that, if I'm short, is going to end up going backwards this way. Because I'm not shooting the ball this way anymore. I'm shooting the ball this way. Same thing as if I was coming from over here. If I was chipping from over here and coming on, then everything reorientates itself. Unlike APA, you reorientate yourself. Basically, what you want to do is you want to draw a X. I'm just showing you what you would kind of do. And then depending on where you're shooting it from, you're going to use that directional matrix. So you're either going to go like that. Unlike APA, which does it completely different. So you can see from RX, I am shooting the ball directly down this way. 15 yards. All right, let's go. Approach 15. A run a 1. A 3 and a 1 is pin high. That is still fairway. We're still in the fairway there. That's not the rough. That's the fairway. So we're actually pin high. And on a pin high, I was just reading the notes on these boards, and I don't think because we're shooting within 15 that we get the pin high bonus where you can hole it out. It says on all pin high 0 results, except those on the 15 to 1 yardage columns from the fairway and rough. Reroll 2 dice, and if the result is a 66, the shot will be holed out. So I don't get that bonus. I don't believe. So what I have to do is we're 0 by 0. I roll a single die to tell us how far away we are. A 5 is 4 feet. Are you kidding me? So he chips it to 4 feet away. So that is that's his first shot. Second shot, and now he's got a 4-footer for par. 33 should be in. 33 is a 1. Now that would have been in from 100 feet, but it's in. And it ends. So once again, Phil Mickelson is par. He's parred everything so far. Every hole he's played, he parred. All right, let's see what this looks like. It's going to be a 2-1, or maybe let's see here. Or is this a 1-1? Looks like it's a. I'm gonna call it a 2-1, but it could be even a 1-1, but it's hard to say. But I'm gonna call it a 2-1. All right, so we deduct 10 yards from flight and add 5 yards to any left or right directional distance on all shots from the fairway sand trap. Deduct 10 yards flight and add 5 yards to any left or right directional distance on all shots from the fairway sand trap. On all shots landing on the green except wedge shots, roll an additional die and refer to the following charts. Ooh, there's a little chart here we got to go on. That's crazy. All right, so right off the bat, I think we're just going normal. Actually, we're going to aim. I'm going to aim 10 to the right. I'm going to aim 10 to the right. Aim 10 to the right. Yep. All right, Phil. How about one decent shot, Phil? How about just one decent one? Do you feel like hitting a good one yet today? $35. Where are you, Phil? Here you are. 35 is a 2. Oh boy. 275 and a 5. Oh boy. So it's left or right 20, but because I aimed right 20, I have to take the right 20. If I was aiming down the center line, then I can choose left or right. But in this case, I cannot choose left or right. Because I was aiming right, I have to take the right. So I was aiming 10, and now it went an extra 20 yards to the right, which is not good. It landed 275, right 20, plus the 10 that I was going is right 30. 15, 20, 25, 30. So it's going to land right there. And it's going to be in the fairway, but as soon as it starts rolling into there, it's going to lose its steam. We get 35 rounded up. We're going to get 20 yards. 5, 10, 15, 20 yards in the rough. So it's going to roll from there over to there. And it's going to die before these trees. So that might be good for us. Might be good for us. So I'm at 275, 80, 85, 90, 95. So I'm at 295. Okay. And we got to go to 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 465 is the one we're on. 465 is that one. So I'm probably going to aim for this guy right there. Which is 460. We're at 295. 295. Now we're coming out of the rough. Let's roll to find out what kind of rough. Are we off the rough or are we coming off from the fairway? We want a 1, 2, or 3 for the fairway. Yes, the fairway. We're hitting off the fairway again. Good lie. All right, so 460, 295. It's going to give us 65. Is it 165? Yeah, we want something that's 165. And that's aiming basically for this dot right there. 165. Let's see. 9-iron. It's 155. 8-iron is 170. Oof. 170. Yeah, that might be okay, because if it goes a little bit too far, maybe it'll end up on her pin. We're going to do an 8-iron. Aiming for that dot right there. All right, what do we got? 41 with a iron is a 4. That's 150. Modifier of 3. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. 8-iron. 8-iron. Right? I said 8-iron. 4 is 165. 165 and no modifier. 165. So let's calculate this out and see where we're going. So we're right here. 295. So if we go to the 300 mark, so we're 5 extra distance. So at the 300. So 400 would be 105. This would be 130. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 is right there. 165 is right on the pin where we were aiming. Now, do we get a roll on that? We would normally get 5 yards, but because we're using an 8-iron, it just says deduct 5 yards from any iron shot taken from the fairway or tee that lands on the green. We are considered hitting from the fairway, so we're going to lose 5. So we are just a 5 by 5 away. That was a beautiful recovery shot. Thank you very much. Now, we're a 5 by 5. That's 23 feet. Minus some dice. Oh, minus 2. Woohoo! So we are 21 feet away. 21 foot. And we're going to be using... Oh, wait. Shoot, I forgot all about this. Deduct 10 yards flight and add 5 yards to any left or right directional from any shots from the sandway. We didn't go from the sand. On all shots landing on the green, except wedge shots, roll an additional die and refer to the following chart. These results are in addition to any roll. Okay, so we got to roll a d6 to find out what craziness happens with our ball. 2. Ball kicks 5 yards left, so it's going to come over here. All right, so that gives us actually a 5 by 10 distance away. 5 by 10. 5 by 10 is 38 minus 2 dice. 38 minus, and we are minus. Unless you roll a 6, it's always minus. 38 minus 6 is 32 footer. We are on... Okay, we're just on putting chart 2. Okay. Putting chart number 2. All right, we're going to go for it again. That 30 feet distance is not too bad. And if we get a 1 or 2, it goes in. Come on, Phil. For Bernie. That is a 14. That's a 22. 22, go for it. 22 is 3 feet away. So he's going to hit a 3-footer now. And a 12 is a 31. But I still think that's in. It is. Pretty much anything's in except for 36. which is normally at your 24. Yeah, 36 is at the 24. So don't roll a 24. But another par. Yes. Yes, Phil Mickelson is still at 11 under par. We've got 5 holes in, and he's still at 11 under. All right, hole 3. Add 5 to the flight of all tee shots. Center green is 180, which is right here. So we're looking at 185. We get plus 5 flight, so we're looking at 180. Use putting chart 4 for the first putts to pins 1, 3, and 4, which is what we're doing. Then also use putting chart 4 for all first putts for 2, blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, use putt. Okay. So we're looking at 180. This is a hole 3, a par 3, hole 6. We're looking at 150, 160, 170, 180. 180. I think we just hit 180. Didn't we just hit 180? What's our 8 iron? Our 8 iron. 8 iron is 170. Not enough. 7 iron. 185. That would be good. What's the roll on that? 5 yards. But we deduct 5 yards roll from any iron shot taken from the fairway or tee shot that lands on the green. So if we can get it right there, we'll be gold. And I think we're going to aim right at the pin. This could be right on the pin. It's 180 away. So we hit it 185. 180. We'd end up right there. Well, if we end up left or right. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go for the pin. Let's see what we can do. I'm actually hoping we roll a 4. A 4 would take us 180, which would be perfect. It is a 21. Oh my God. We hit a 4. Are you kidding? Oh no, this is an iron. Shoot. That is a 3P. Again, we can ignore the P because we're not on the chart. But it's a 3. And a modifier 2 is right 5. 185, right 5. 185, right 5. So 185, right 5. Oh, it's going to put us right there. Right? 150. So we can add 5. So we went 185. We went, 190 is where we end up, right 5. Because of the plus 5. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. We were aiming here and we went right 5. So yeah, we landed right there. And we don't actually get to deduct. Hang on a second. We get a 5 roll because we didn't land on the green. So 5 roll is going to take us to right there. That's where we're going to end up. So we're going to end up chipping it. Aiming again at the chip. So we're coming down at this. And we're within 15. So we're going to try a chip from 15 away. Is there anything about chipping? No? Okay. We're using the 15 to 1 yards. $21. Didn't work good last time. It's still a 3. 3 and a 3. came. Oh, it's in. It's in the hole. He chips it in. Unbelievable. Look at that. Let's slide this out of the way. We're on the 15 to 1 yards. We have an iron ranking of 3, and we rolled a 3. And you can see, if we're coming from the fairway, going for the pin, it's in. So he chips it in the hole. Lovely. So is that a 1, 2? Yeah, that's a birdie. Yes, it's a birdie. Our first birdie. Ladies and gentlemen, calm down, everyone. We know how to do a birdie. We got a birdie. He's 12 under now. Holy cow. Who would have thunk? You got a birdie. All right, hole number 7. Use putting chart 3 for all putts to pin location 2. Putting chart 2 for all other putts of 15 feet or longer, or putting chart 1 for all other putts. Okay. So we're looking, ooh, nice tight fairway here. We're going to land it somewhere in here. Don't want to go too far left or too far right. Yep. I think we're just going to aim right down the middle. Right down the middle. Come on, Phil, hit a good one. Right down the middle. 25. 25 is a 1. Oh, he crushed it. I think a 1 yeah, it's going to be a problem. And a modifier of 5. A 1 is 280. 280. Modifier 5 is left or right 20. Left or right 20. So because I was going down the center line, I get to choose if I want to go left or right 20 yards. Well, let's see. 2, 8, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I'm going to go over this way. So 280, right 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. And I would get a roll, 35. So half of that's 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm going to end up in the rough over here at the 300 mark. And you can definitely see, if I draw a line over here, it doesn't touch these. So as long as you have a clear view, you can go for the green without having to worry about trees or anything. We do need to roll if we're in the fairway or if we're in the rough. Oh, we're in the rough this time. That changes everything. It's not as easy when you hit all the rough. So what are we distance-wise? We're at the 300. We got to go to 410. 410. So we're looking at 110 yards. That is a iron shot, I think. Or a wedge shot. 110, yeah. Anything less than 125. So we're going to aim right at the pin. Now, this is where the little P's and J's and R's come into play. So we are coming out of the rough, though. That's even going to make it worse. Okay, I got a 34. And iron is a 4. So our chipping is our irons are a 3. And we roll a 4. And we're coming out of the rough. And we're minus 10. Minus 10. We just didn't hit it very far. So we're going to land it right there between those two bunkers. Actually, well, between those two bunkers, I think is green. If I'm not mistaken, now let me slide this down. There is some green between those bunkers. I think it lands on those bunkers, or in that. Now, if I can get 5 roll, that would be awesome. No, I don't think we get any roll with this. And we didn't roll any numbers or anything. So we're going to end up right here, which I believe is on the right at the 400 F5. So I'm 10-yard chip over there now. That was a bummer. 4 results. All right, let's see what we got here. 15. We're 10 yards away. We're aiming right at it. See what we, 56. 56 is a 5. This time we are coming out of the fair. Actually, that's fairway. 5 is pin high. Pin high. Pin high. A 2 means we're 1 foot away. So his third shot, he chips it to 1 foot away. And now we have to roll putting chart 2. Nope, putting chart 1. I'm sorry, putting chart 1. We're going to go for it, obviously 1 foot away. A 46 is a 31, but that's a good time to roll that because it's going to be in because we only need 1 foot. So the only thing that misses on that is the 36. So that's going to be in, and that is going to be a par 4. So another par for Phil Mickelson on hole number 7 there. All right, so we've got a, looks like a little dog leg here. One, two, three. Looks like a 4-1. Yeah, that's nasty. Deduct 10 yards from the flight of all second shots. And we use putting chart 1. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to aim down the center and see how it goes. Aiming down the center with the driver. Phil Mickelson, 1 under on his round. Roll a 62, modifier 5. Usually the modifiers of 5s are bad. 62 is a 3. That's his good call. 3 is 270. Modifier 5 is left 35 or right 5. I think we'll go right 5. Because we're going down the center line, we get to choose. Thank God. If you were aiming left, you're going to shoot it way left. So 270 right 5, 270 right 5, and then we're going to roll 35. 5, 10, 15. And now we've hit the dog leg. No, I'm sorry. Hang on, let's calculate this again. 270, yes. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay. That takes us to 285. So that's 15. And now we'll roll 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And we went how many through the dog leg? We went 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4-1, so we're going to end up going 1 to the right, and that's going to put us right back on the center line. 305 dead center. 305 center line. Woo! Perfect drive. Look at that. Lovely, lovely stuff there. $35, yep, all right. So we deduct 10 yards from all seconds. So we're 305. 405. 505, it's 200 yards. We're going to deduct 10 yards. So if you went for it, it would be 200 yards to here. Then you have to calculate a dog leg. Nope, I think we're just going to hit a... We're going to use a layup shot here. We use a 4-iron from the fairway. 4-iron from the fairway. You're going to aim right for this center line right there. We're at 305, dead center. Ooh, it's a lot of fives. 55 and a 5. 55 is a 1. Oh, he crushed it. 220. And the modifier 5 is actually no adjustments. No left or right. So, and 20 rolls. So 220, 305 is going to be 525 right on the center line. 525 right on the center line. Okay, well, we got a dog leg to deal with, which is, we didn't calculate this one yet, did we? No, we did not. It's going to be a 1 for 1. Oof, that's not good. It says 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you can see it. Yeah, you can see it kind of as the dog leg goes, the ball is still going straight, right? So it's going to end up 15 over. But still an excellent shot. 525. You've got a 5, 10, 15, 20 by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we're 30 by 20. Is it going to be farther than 35? Let's see. It's going to be between 26 and 50 yards, so it doesn't matter. We're going to chip it right in, aren't we? Yes, we are. We're going to try. Third shot. Aiming right. We aim for this. Yeah, you know what? We're going to aim for this dot. We're going to aim for that dot. Oops, 62 is a 3. I think it might have gone in if I would have done that. Hang on a second. Oh, geez. So we were at the 25 to 26 to 50 yards. A 3, and we rolled a 62, which is a 3. 3 to 3, and we're coming from the fairway. It's pin high, right directional 0. So it's going to land, yeah, we should have went for the pin. We went for this instead. So we're going to be a 5 by 5 away. Shoot. Probably should have went for the pin. But I was afraid. I was afraid. So we're 23 feet minus 23 minus 8 is 15 feet away. 15 feet. We use putting chart 1. 15 feet. We're going to go for it. 15 feet. Anything up to a 12 and it'll be in. 12 and less. 12 or less, it'll be in. Or how many feet? 15 feet. 15 feet. And this is for birdie. See, this is oh, you know what we forgot? We should have deducted 10 yards from our second shot. So instead of 525, we should have been back an extra 10. Which means we wouldn't have went as far over. So we would still been the same distance probably. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, it would have been a 45-yard chip. So we would have been on the same chart. So it wouldn't have mattered. All right, anything low would be great for a change, Phil. 25. That's a 7. Is that in? Is that in? It is in. It's in. He puts it in. In. A birdie. Birdie. Look at that. It's in the hole. And Phil Mickelson goes to 13 under. Phil Mickelson to 13 under in his final round. 2 under on the day. On the par 5 8th. All right, hole 9, the last hole on the front 9. Last hole on the front 9. And 20 yards to the flight of all tee shots. Deduct 10-yard roll from any shot landing on the green, even if it makes the roll minus yardage. Any shot stopping in the first cross line on the green, 445 yards, will roll backwards off the green 15 yards. Oof, and we got a very tough shot going for this one. Oh my gosh. That is not good. All right, well first, yep, right down the middle, boys. Here we go, right down the middle. Right down the middle. We deduct 20 yards from the flight of all tee shots. Use putting chart 3 and all putts past the pin. And putting chart 1 and all the others. Okay. All right, so we're hoping to get a decent one. 61 is a 5. 260. And our modifier is a 5. Left or right 20. Left or right 20. So 260. 250. 260. 5, 10, 15, 20. We're going to plunk it in these trees over there, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 20 would put us here. We'd roll. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. We're going to roll and hit this tree and stop it there. But you notice now we have a clear shot. We don't have to worry. Like this one, we would have to go through the tree. Here we don't have to. So we got a clear shot. And it's technically, I don't know if that's fairway or not, so we'll roll. And we're going to be in the rough. Ugh. So technically this tree hangs over the fairway, but we're going to assume that we're in the rough there. At the 250, 65, or 265. 365, 465 is 200 yards away to here. 255 to there. Coming on the rough, I think we're just going to hit, a 4-iron again. The 4-iron's been good to us, so let's hit it again. We're going to hit it again. 43. 4 iron is a 4. 210. Modifier 5. We got to stop doing that. Although 5 in this case is a 0 modifier. So 210 plus, we're at, where are we at? 250, 65. 265 and 210 is 475. $265. And we rolled a 210. 475. Uh-oh. Did I hit it too far? I think I must have miscalculated severely. 425, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Actually, not that bad. 465 is 425, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Yeah, we're way back here. 475 is back here. And we duck 10 yards from all shots landing on the green. Even if this makes the roll. Deduct 10 yard roll. 10 yard roll. Normally we would have 20 roll. Deduct 10 is only going to be 10 yard roll. That is a terrible miscalculation on my part. I cannot believe that. I think when I was looking at... that says 210. Maybe that's for this spot. Probably what that's... I thought since we were at the 210 mark, we would hit the 210. But the 210 is back here. So here... $265, $265, $365, $465, $475, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So we hit back here. And we're going to go 10 more. Boom, boom. So we're going to be off the green, off the back. And we are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 5. 25 and 5 over. Is going to be 26 to 50 yards. And we're going to go right at the pin. Obviously, we're coming this way. Oops, you guys can't see that. It's coming down this way, coming back this way. We ended up way back off the back of the green. I don't know how that happened. Miscalculated. I'm firing my caddy. 43 is a 3 and a P, which is bad. We do take the P. What does the P say? We're going to add 12 numbers. So whatever our result was, we're going to add 12. What do we roll? 43. So a 3P. So a 3P... 12 and 3 is 12. 12 and 3 is 15. Oh boy. Alright, so 15 on the 3 column. We are going for the pin. Oh, great. We are -5. And left, right, it was, yeah, just -5. So we're actually right there. No, we're coming this way. So -5. It's going to put it right here because we're coming this way, down this path. So we're going to be 5 yards short there. 15 is -50. So the direction was perfect. We just ended up a little bit short. All right, so we're 0 by 5 away, which makes us 0 by 5. 15 minus 2 dice, unless I roll a 6, which I did. And then I add that to the 15. So 15 plus 12. Are you kidding me? 15 plus 12 is 27. Instead of a 3-foot putt, I am a 27. That's what this 6 did to me. Instead of a 3-foot putt, I'm a 27-foot putt. Jerk. Jerk, face jerk. Fortunately, we're on chart 1. What did I say we were at? 27. I'm going to go for it. 27, we're going to go for it. Come on, Phil. Knock another one in. 32. Putting is the 32. That's really bad. 32 is going to be 4 feet away. So we went from 27 to 4 feet away. $43 is a 15, and that'll be in. That was first shot, second shot, third shot was the chip. And then I missed the 27, so yeah, we bogeyed that hole. Oh boy, back to 12 under. We bogeyed that hole. Because somehow I miscalculated the distance on that. That was crazy. Alright. Hole 10, the back 9 begins. Add 10 yards to the point of all tee shots. In addition, add 30 yards to the roll of any tee shot landing in the fairway, left of the center line. We got a dog leg here. Looks like a 3-1 in my eyeballs. So add 10 yards and 30 yards roll if you land it over here. And a 3-1, which is going to force things over this way. We're actually going to land. We're going to aim 20 yards to the 5 to 15 to the left. As you can see, if we get a big roll, we can end up way up here. All right. $65. Where are you, Phil? You're over here. 27. Oh boy, this is oh boy. 27. It's 250. And a modifier of 4. What did I roll? 27. left 40. So 250, which is right where we're aiming. Now we have left 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We went way out there in the Adirondacks. Holy cow. We are in the woods, boys and girls. We are in the woods. Ooh, boy. So now we got to go to the woods charts. See if we can chip it out somewhere. See if we can find the trees again. We have pine trees here. We're definitely behind the trees. 66. We can actually use up to a 3 wood. We can use up to a 3 wood. Are you kidding me? Wow, we got a... And a 3 wood might be what we need. 250, 350, 450. Yeah, you know what? If I hit that 4-iron again, we've had so much good luck with it. It's going to go 210 yards, 250, and 210 is 460. Plus some roll, yeah. We're going to hit that 4-iron. We have to see if we're in the fairway lie or if we got a rough lie. We got a rough lie again. Oh, boy. Rough lie out of the rough. We got a 1-1. This is with the 4-iron. That's a wood. That's a 12. That is going to be 215. Our modifier is a 5, which is a 0. 215, 0. So 250 and 215 is 465, right down the middle. 450, 55, 60, 65. Now, how much roll are we going to get? Let's get about 20-yard roll would be awesome. And in fact, we rolled, what did we roll? 12. We got 15 roll. 5, 10, 15. I rolled just up onto the green. We have to go way back there, so we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1. We're 5 by 25 away. So that's going to make it a long putt. 5 by 25 is 83. 83, ooh, minus 12. 83 minus 12 is 71 footer. 71 footer. We're going to use putting chart 2. 71 footer, huh? We're we roll 1, we couldn't nail it. Which means a 1-1 or a 6-6 would be in. But if we lag it, we better lag it. It's 71 feet. That is a 26. 30. Good thing I did. 30. Instead of 9 feet, it's only 5 feet. So we got 5 feet remaining. Instead of a 9-footer, we got a 5-footer. 5-footers are good. I need all the way up to 29. All the way up to 29. $51. It's a 10, and that is in. And that is a par on the 10. Pa. On the 10, it's a pa. Alright, hole 11, par 4, 490 yards. Add 5 to the flight of all tee shots. On all second shots, reroll 1 die and use the following win table. All right. We are going. Gotta hit it straight, Phil. And this one you're gonna hit it straight. All right, hit it straight. It'll be all right if you hit it straight. 31 is a 2. 275. Modifier 3. Left 5. That's not bad. 275 left 5. 275 left 5 is right there. And roll 35. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15. Whoa. There's 25 to there. And then another 10 brings us to right there. All right. So we're at 310. 310 left 5, which is not bad. We got to get to 490 is the center. So 500 yards. We're at 500 yards, which are at 195 left. We can actually go for this. So, but we have this issue over here, and if you hit the air or here, it's going to plop in the water. Yeah, I don't think we're going to actually go for the pin. We're going to go for the center of the green. That is 305, 405, 450, 60, 70, 80, 90, 490. Yeah, 490 to the center of the green. 490. We're going to subtract 305, 310. It's 170. I'm sorry, 180 yards. 180. All right. I think we're going to hit a 7-iron, which is 185. We're going to hit a 7-iron, aiming for the center of the green. Then we're going to roll on this crazy nonsense. All right, we roll a 54 as a 4, which is 180, and the distance is 3. 180 and left or right 5. We're going to go 180. We're going to go right 5 because in case the wind blows us, I don't want it blowing us left. I wish I knew what the wind was going to do. We can either go left. You know what? We're going to go left. We're going to risk it. We're going to get a crosswind left, a headwind left, tailwind left, tailwind right, headwind right, crosswind. So you got a 50-50 chance of left or right. Okay. If we go left, we would be in the same line as our thing. We're 180. Left or right 5. And the only reason we can choose is because we were going center line. Remember that? So 180 brings us to the center, and we either have it land here or have it land there. And we know there's going to be crosswind or tailwind or headwind. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go left. I'm going to left it right there. So that's where we're headed. Now we have to roll. Now we got to roll to. Let's see. 7-iron. We'd roll 5, but we also would deduct 5, so we don't have any roll so far. But we also have this die roll. One, we got a crosswind left. So we're going to roll in the crosswind left column. Wind charts. And we hit a 7-iron. We're crosswind left. Okay, here we go. It's going to push us left. If it pushes us 10 yards left, we're going to land right on that red X and go into the water. Lovely. Guess I should have went right. 55. Actually, we had a 7-iron. Oh man, you are not going to believe this, my luck. You're not going to believe this luck. You're not going to believe how terrible this luck was. We have a crosswind left, so we're down. Can you see over here? So crosswind left is over. You still can't see. Gosh darn it. Crosswind left. Let's look at how bad this went. So we were shooting a 7-iron. The distance is going to be -5. So we're going to be pushed backwards. And then we look at the modifier die, which was a 3. Which is left 10. You can either go left 10 or left 10. So -5 is going to put us where the red dot. Oh, you guys can't see again. Let's bring you back so you can see now. All right, so the minus. So normally we would have landed here, but the -5 puts us here, and then the left 10, 5, 10, plunk right in the water. That's where we landed. And if I would have taken that, instead of left, if I would have taken it right, we would have been here. And then the 10 left, or the -5 and the 10 left, would just put it right there on that red dot. Oh my God, what a... I shouldn't have got greedy. I shouldn't have gone greedy. So he's going to have to bring it ball back and put it back there. think that's where it probably crossed the hazard line somewhere in there. So we'll assume right there. And that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 yards. Chip. Wow, that was brutal. Brutal. 45-yard chip. $33. Wow, it's a 24. 33 is a 24. $24 is actually a good number. It's going to be pin high, and we can roll it. If we roll at 66, we chip it in. It's not in, but we are 4, which is, I think, going to be how many feet away? We're going to use putting chart 1. Oh no, wait, I gotta do that on this. 4 is 3 feet away, so he chips it to 3 feet away. He will go for it. It's putting chart 1. He should make this unless he rolls terrible. $65 is the 34. Are you kidding me? That's pretty darn close to missing, but fortunately it's still in. 65 is a 34. But on a 3-foot putt, anything but, again, a 36 is in. Whoo! That was... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another bogey. He puts it in the drink and bogeys it. Puts it in the drink and bogeys hole number 11. Hole number 11, and now comes another crazy par 3, one of the most famous holes in golf. A very short one, but you got to choose your club, aim for your tee shot, and then roll a die, and we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to get some kind of result that you cannot plan for ahead of time. So, we want 155, we want 160, right 5. 160, right 5. 160, right 5. We're going to go with a 9-iron. So after choosing a club and aiming, we're going to aim. We're going to aim for the center. We're just going to aim for the freaking center right there. We're not going to get greedy on this one. After choosing a club and aiming for individual, roll a die and refer to the following chart. This will determine any potential wind gusts that could alter the flight of the tee shots. So we will roll a single die. 3 is no wind gust. All right, so whatever we get, we get. 26 is a 5. 26 with a 9-iron is a 5. 145 and a 1 is 145 left 5. 145 left 5. So we're going here. 25. What? Wow. 25, 35, 45. Left 5 is going to put us there. And that is where we're going to end up. As we roll 5 and then spin it back 5. So we're going to end up right there. Which is green, so, but we're a million miles away. 1, 2, 3 by 2. So we're 3 by 2 away, which is going to be a long, long putt. So it's 3 by 2 is 10 by 15, which is 61 feet. 61 minus 11 is a even 50-footer. Putting chart 1, 50-foot putts. Chart 1, 50-foot putts. Are we going to go for it? No, we're going to lag it. We have a 52. 34, good thing I lagged it. 5 foot instead of an 8 foot. 5 foot. Should be able to make this though. $35 is a 10, and that 5 foot putt is in. And a pa. Pa. Whew. That was a nasty little hole. For shame on you. Now we got another crazy hole. There's this super matrix down here. Tee shots traveling beyond 250 yards to advance along the red grid lines. For the second shot, transfer the ball back to the closest point on the gray grid lines. Any shots landing on the yellow grid line between the creek and thing will bounce back in the creek. So if you're short, you're screwed. In addition, roll a die. A roll is a 1, 2, or 3. The ball stays where it is. It's in the rough. If the roll is a 4, 5, or 6, the ball rolls into the creek. A shot landing or rolling in the creek. Maybe playable, roll a die, blah, blah, blah. We can worry about all this stuff when we get down to it. So basically, we use the red green lines till we get a position, then we put it back on the gray lines for the second shot that way. All right. We have a... This is 250. I mean, if you hit it too far, you're in big trouble. Hoping it goes left and just maybe like a 3-iron. Maybe like a 3-iron. It's a par 5. 3-iron. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to hit a 3-iron off the tee and see how it goes. It's going to get crazy, so let's just not get too crazy. 55 is a 1, and then we got crazy because he crushed it. Okay, so a 1 is only 250, thank God. So 250 is going to put him right there. And then the modifier is a 3. Left 5, that's perfect. And then roll is 30 yards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 130, which is going to put him right there. Unfortunately, he got those trees now hanging out. If he would have just been 5 yards shorter, he had to kill it. He had to kill it. Like, he rolled a 1, which anytime you roll, like, 1 is the farthest you can hit it. If he would have just been 5 yards shorter, that would have been perfect. But no, it's right there. So I got to see if that's in the fairway or the rough. It's going to be fairway. And to be honest, I think it's going to cross. So we're going to be behind the trees again. I think we're going to be behind the trees. So let's roll to see what kind of tree nonsense. 42 is a 2-iron. Actually, we can hit it up to a 2-iron, which is probably fine because we want to probably lay up here anyways. We're going to aim 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right? We're at the, what do we end up on? We ended up here. Which is going to be 235 to there. We do not want to go there. So we're at the 275, 375. So less than 200. So we want to go like 175. We're going to go with a 7-iron. 175. 7-iron actually goes 185, which is fine. If it goes a little extra, that's fine. Uh, 35 is a 2. Oh God, 190. Modifier of 4, which is going to be right 5. It's a left-right 5, but since we're aiming right, it's going to go an extra right 5. So an extra right 190. So basically, we're at 2. We ended up 250. Oh boy. 280. 250. A 30 roll is 280. So 280. But you can see how this is a weird situation because it's 110, 135, 160, 185 to there. And it's 210 to here. And it's 235 to here. We're actually short of that. So 280 to 190 actually is going to be 470. So 475 would be here, so it actually lands right there. Oh my God. Good thing it went right. Miscalculated again somehow. And then roll. What did I get for a roll? 7-iron. What did we end up rolling? A 34 is a 4. No, I don't remember what I rolled now. Gosh darn it. Oh, it was 190 right 5. Should have been 5-yard roll. Okay. So we're going to end up right there. 475. Going to be way right, but that's okay. We need 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 40 by 25 is going to put it at 47 yards. So we'll use the 26 to 50. We're going to aim right at the pin. Third shot. Chip it up there close. 13. Is a 3. 3 on the 3 is pin high. Maybe put it in. 60. Oh, 46. I thought it was a 66. We almost chipped it in. But it's close. How close is it? It's a 1. I think that means it's inches away. Is that right? Where's my charts? It is 1 is inches. So anything except for 36, which is a 24. I don't want to see a 24. 43, it's in. Chips, puts it in. Easy putt for a birdie. Easy inches. Almost chipped it in. But Mickelson goes back to 12 under par. Mickelson 12 under par. That was hole number 13, and we're going on to hole number 14. Let's see what kind of dogleg we have here. I think it's a 3-1. I think it's a 3-1. All right. No special rules on this hole. That's crazy. We're just going to hit it. We're just going to freaking hit it. Pretend like we can hit it straight. Aim down the middle. Pretend like you can hit it straight. 62 is a 3. You can hit it straight. 270. Modifier 3. Left 20. 270, left 20. 270, left 5, 10, 15. Oh my gosh. It's going to hit that tree right there on the corner. Unfortunately, I don't think you get any roll after that. And we got to find out if we get a good lie or not. We do get a good lie. Fairway lie. We get no roll, though, which is kind of a bummer. We got to go to 440 to the center. 440 is probably to there. I got to go 445. We're at 270. It's like 170 left. Like 170. We're actually not going to be blocked again because we're only going through that little quadrant of tree. You know what? We are going to be blocked. We are going to be blocked. I think we are. I was thinking it was not going to affect us, but I guess it will. 54 in the club. And we can use up to a 5-iron. We can use up to a 5-iron behind the trees. Behind the tree, huh? 5. Well, let's see how far does we hit the 5 irons. I don't know. 5 iron, we can hit it 205. That's more than I need. I only need 170. Which is a 8 iron. Aim right for the pin. 62 is a 3. Which is 170. Modifier 4. Nothing. 170. 270 and 170 is 440. So we are going to go 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Boom. 440. And unfortunately, no roll. Unfortunately, no roll. I was just looking at the notes. So we're 2 straight edges away again. Unfortunately. We are 0 by 10. 30 feet minus some dice. 30 minus 6, 24 foot. We're using punting chart 4. Uh-oh. Punting chart 4. And we're 24 feet. We're going to go for it. We're going to go. 46. 31. 31. Of course it is. It's going to leave us 4 feet away. Okay. Uh, 46 again, which is the 31, and the 4 feet is going to be in, but just barely. Oh my God. Almost missed the 4-footer. But he got another par on the 14th hole. Go into the 15th hole, baby. All right, we're going to aim 5 left. Pull out the driver here. Add 15-yard roll to any tee shot totaling 300 yards or more. And 10-yard roll to any tee shots totaling 280 to 295. Any ball stopping on any red, green lines. Roll backwards, roll a die. So all this is bad. You want to make sure you're hit it far enough. All right, 5 yards left. Let's go. We got a 32, 16, and a modifier of 1. It's 255. Modifier 1 is left 35. Wow. That's perfectly bad. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And we're going to get half the roll. which is 30, which is going to be 15. 5, 10, 15. So we ended up right there. We ended up with between 280 and 295, so we get an extra 10 yards, which puts us at the 300 mark. Lovely. We got to see if we're in the fairway lie or if we get a rough lie. We got a rough lie. I'm going to put an R as a reminder we're in the rough. We got these trees we got to carry over. So we're blocking by the trees. Pine trees. Oh, I think I was doing the trees wrong earlier. Behind the trees, and then there's in the trees. I should have been rolling in the trees. I was looking behind the trees. Oh, I looked at the wrong chart. My bad. 32 behind the trees. 32 behind the trees. In this case, it's 6 iron. Any way you look at it, it's a 6 iron. Didn't matter if you were in or behind, it's still a 6 iron. Six iron will take us 190 yards, or 300, and it'll be 490. I think we're just going to lay it up and then try to chip it up there because this is not... Do we go for it or not? I mean, 6 iron, if we hit it perfectly, it would be 190 plus the 300. And we do have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. If we aim for that, we're 50 yards that way. So we do have to look at the chart to see if we lose some distance on that, because we're hitting a 6 iron 50 yards, not straight. We're hitting it 50 yards over that way. There's a chart for that. It is called the aiming chart. We're hitting a 6 iron, and 50 yards is actually going to lose us 10 yards of distance. Distance aimed. So, because of that reason, I think what we're going to do is just lay up maybe 425. That would be 125. Probably like a 9 pitching wedge. What are we doing? Sand wedge. That would be 430. $430, $440. Yeah, past me. 440, I think. Yeah, we're going to go with the sand wedge. I don't think we want to hit a pitching wedge. It's going to go too far. We are coming out of the rough, though. We are going to hit a pitching wedge since we're coming out of the rough. 53, 2. Pitching wedge out of the rough. We hit a 2. 135, and our modifier is a 1, which is right 5. 135. We're at 300. 135 is 435. Right 5, so it's going to land us over there. And the roll is actually 5. So there we go. Alright, so now we got a much better 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65-yard chipperoo right up in there. 65 chipperoo. $14 is a 4. 3 and a 4 is going to be pin high. We're coming from the fairway, yep. Inside 5, pin high. So we're going to end up, boom, right on that white dot there. And it's going to be a 0 by 5 away, which I think is 15 feet minus some dice. 15 minus 9 is 6-footer. 6-footer for birdie? Are you kidding me? Phil Mickelson going for the bird. A 6-footer. We're going to be using putt chart 2 for the first putt. Chart 2, 6-footer. Anything 25 or less will be in. $32 is a 32. 32 is a 32. 6-footer, 32 is 1 foot. Misses it. A 65. A 1-footer is 34. Wow. That's some terrible putting there, Phil. Terrible putting. It's going to be a par. Par 5. You had your opportunity and you couldn't make a 6-foot putt. Oh my gosh. We go on to 16. Hole number 16. 170-yard par 3. Shot stop on the red grid line will roll 10 yards left. Shot stopped on the yellow will roll 5 yards left. Use putting chart 5 for the first putts. Jeez. Alright, so we are looking right at 150, 60, 75. 175. 175. You know what? We're going to aim right at this 175. If we go F5, then we're right on our pin. 175. It's an 8-iron, 170. Seven iron would go 185. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. We want one. No. We're going to have to go with the 8-iron, I think, boys. 8-iron. 8-iron. I don't know if we're going to get this in. I don't know. No, I think we're going to have to call this an episode because it's already past midnight. And we got 3 holes left. We'll have to pick this up. I hate to call it like that. with 3 holes remaining, but the 3 holes are going to take too long to finish up, and if I call it now, at least we have 3 holes to play next time. If I finish, I think I'll just call it now. This way we got 3 holes, 16, 17, 18. Let me know what you think of the ASG Golf. If you play it, if you enjoy it, let me know. I would love to hear from your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions. I think now that I've played it a little bit, I think I could probably run a couple golfers at the same time. It's probably not going to be that difficult. We should be able to do that. I was afraid of trying to do like 2 characters or 2 golfers at the same time and mixing everything up, but I think there's only most of the rules are pretty self. They're not too difficult, is what I'm trying to say, even though I'm not saying it very well. So it's mostly streamlined. You only have to worry about a few things. Anyways, that's some ASG Golf. Hopefully we'll see you for part 2 next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. And don't forget, I will see you all down the line.